to give a huge shout out to my mom for getting me the special edition Horizon box. Now, I'm gonna be frank with you. I wasn't expecting a Cybernetic Horizon special edition box. I was actually hoping for the legendary duelist White Dragon Abyss booster pack, but what I got was way better and farther more valuable, and I'll explain exactly what I got and the reason why it's better. Well, starting off with the first promo that that it came with was Necrofusion. Now, Necrofusion allows me to fusion summon one monster from my extra deck by banishing materials listed on it from my graveyard face down, but it cannot attack this turn. So this card will allow you to fusion summon during your opponent's turn, and of course, you bring out like say you're running the Pendulum Magicians and you have Zark in your extra deck. You have this card face down, and you have White Wing, Black Fang, Purple Poison, and an Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, or any Odd Eyes monster. During your opponent's turn, his main phase 1, he does all of his summons. Necrofusion. Fusion all of those. Boom, Supreme King Zark. And your opponent will just be like super boned. That's extremely good. Now, my favorite card so far out of all the promos has to be dun 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 number 38, Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. Now, I'm gonna stop for a second right here and explain to you something. This card has only had two prints. And explain to you something. This card has only had two prints. Two prints. That is insane. That is insane. For a card this good, I mean, Raigeki had multiple prints, and this card only had two prints. Now, it is a super rare, granted, still good. A $2 card. A little bit under its original price, but still. Now, I wanna like say, there were days that I asked for this card, and I was actually hoping to get it, but it never came in. So I was like, well, crap. Okay, well, might as well like give up on the card and make proxies, which, as you can tell, I have a proxy right here. But now that I have the real card, I can use the proxies and I can get my hands. I could try to get my hands and use the Orica in my other deck, which is my DDDs. But yeah, like, oh my god, I loved this card so much. I cannot begin to tell you exactly how much I've been waiting for this card. Let's get into its effects, shall we? Attach that card to this card as material. When an opponent's monster declares material, use the attack target to this card, perform damage, and perform damage calculation. If a face-up Xyz monster or monsters you control would be destroyed by battle or card, if you target one face-up Xyz monster you control, it gains attack equal to its original attack, which is original big plus. So you can target him, gain, and OTK your opponent first turn upon bringing him out. Good, insane. Now, wait, hold on. Yeah. Now I did manage to pull one card for this deck, which is hers. Now this card is extremely good. It's a level 1 monster, of course. And okay, this card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while on the field or in the graveyard. You can only use one of the following effects of Cyber Dragon hers per turn, and only once that turn. If this card is special summoned, you can make this card's level become 5 until the end of this turn. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except machine type monsters. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one other Cyber Dragon from your deck to your deck or graveyard to your hand. Now that is actually good. That helps you with reviving your cards and helps with rankings. Hold on for a second. I need to sort something out real fast. Like put that right there. I'm sorry. I Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Wait. Is it all in order? And yep, it's all in order. Okay, guys, I'm sorry for that. Now for the rockets, I got Link Turtle, Continuous Trap. Damn, look at that artwork. Oops, look at that artwork. Okay, so when this card is activated, place place 4 counters on this card. Each time you would take battle damage, place 1 counter on this card. During your main phase 2, you can remove 2 counters from this card, then target one rocket monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects are negated. Also, it is banished when it leaves the field. You cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck except Dark Link monsters the turn you activate this effect. Even if this even if this card leaves the field. Damn, can we just stop right there? Automatically places 4 counters on the card. And then you get to place another counter. You if you control a Boral Link monster while this card is on your graveyard, Link 3 monsters. Special summon this card, but it cannot be used as material for Link summon of a monster with the same Link ranking as the tributed monster. You can only use this effect of Mini Boral Dragon once per turn. And 2, that is crazy. That actually helps out with the rockets in so many ways with extra linking, I do believe. Like that is just crazy. And of course its attack is only 800, so that's not that much. Now moving on, it's a deck that I'm currently considering making. I don't know if there's like an engine based of the deck, an engine of this, but like I actually want to see it. I want to see how this deck runs. Is Crusadia. I have Crusadia Maximus right here. Super rare. You card. The trouble having to you can special summon this card from your hand. So okay, so you can only use this effect of Crusadia Leonis once per turn. Another card that allows you to special summon without normal summoning. Hella good. Normal summoning. Hella good. Next, we have, and the last Crusadia card that I have is Crusadia Arborea, the tuner of the deck. Okay, of course, yes, special summon in defense. Yeah, the same thing as the other ones, the same first effect. If a Crusadia monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your field or graveyard. Instead, you can only use you can only use this effect of Crusadia Arborea once per turn. Okay, now I actually want to build that is just awesome. That Oh my god, you don't know how much I want to build it now. But continuing, we have Cupid Volley. You could choose send that many cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard. Increase this card's level by that number, by the number of cards you sent to the graveyard. This way, until the end of this turn. Um, if this card you control is destroyed by an opponent's card and sent to your graveyard, you gain 1,500 life points. Imagine playing 3 of this card, and then you just have like, oh, you can only use that. You can only use Sadio Cupid Volley once per turn. Why did I say Crusadia? You can only use this effect, each effect of Cupid Volley per turn. So, if you think about it this way, you have this card in defense position. Your opponent declares an attack, sends this card to the grave, essentially 100. That's a gainer, and that's actually pretty good. Moving on, we have Noble Arms Clarinet, or Clarent, sorry. Okay, so equipped only to a warrior monster, you can you can only control one Noble Arms Clarent once per turn. You can pay 500 life points. The equipped monster can attack directly this turn. If this card, if this face-up card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target one warrior noble knight monster you control. Equip this card to that target. You can only use this effect of Noble Arms Clarent once per turn. That has to be a good ass staple. I mean, sure, the second effect goes into Noble Knights in particular, to main warrior monsters? Oh, hell no. Next, we have King of the World. Okay, so this one is for the Demise deck, which is this card can be used to ritual summon Ruin Queen of Oblivion or Demise King of Armageddon from your hand or deck. You can you you must also choose ritual from whose equal or exceed of the ritual monster you ritual summon. You can only activate one tuning of the world once per turn. That is actually pretty good, and it's a quick effect too. So to quick effect your opponent and during your opponent's turn, and your opponent will potentially be screwed. Keep in mind, this is another deck that I want to make. Next, we have Ruin Angel of Oblivion. You can ritual summon this card with of the this card's name becomes Ruin Queen of Oblivion. While in the hand or on the field, if this card is ritual summoned, you can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase this turn. If this card is if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one ritual monster you control. While it's face up on your field, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when your ritual monsters declare an attack. So, in essential, helps it helps negate anything to your attacks. So, like Storming Mirror Force, Drowning Mirror Force, or just regular Mirror Force in general, is prevented. Next, we have Demise Agent of Armageddon. You can ritual with Cycle of the World. This card's name becomes Demise King of Armageddon. While while on the field, if this card is ritual summoned, destroy one face-up monster on the field. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one ritual monster you control while it is face up on your field. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of your ritual monster's effects. That is crazy. So this one helps protect your ritual monster from anything that potentially would screw them over. Activate when they would actually ritual summon and protect your ritual monsters. Next we have Demise, Supreme King of Armageddon. Damn, can we just talk about this card's art? Like, look at that. Like, if you would have saw this guy in real life, I'm pretty damn sure you'd run the other way. Leave a comment down below if you would run or what you would do if you'd see this bad boy in real life. Okay, so it's a Fiend Ritual in effect. You can ritual summon this card with Cycle of the World. This card's name becomes Demise King while in the hand or on the field. While this ritual summon card is on, your ritual monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. If all monsters you ritual summon this card were ritual monsters, you do not pay life this effect. Once per turn, you can pay to destroy as many other cards on the field as possible. And if you do, inflict 200 damage for each destroyed card they controlled. Damn, dude, just talking about that effect. You used these two monsters. You used these two that were on the field to ritual him by using this card. Say he was in your hand. You ritual summon him. You don't have to pay any life points to activate that second effect. And not only that, but you're doing burn damage to your opponent, which son of a bitch, that's gotta fucking suck. Books. Like, he's gonna look at that and he's gonna be like, well, shit. Like, you just wiped his entire board clean. Next, I ended up pulling two of, which were World Legacy Mind Meld. This is for the Crawler deck. When an opponent's monster activates its effect while you control a Crawler monster, the activated effects become return one face-up monster your opponent controls to the hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Link monster on the field, special summon one Crawler from your hand, deck, or graveyard to your zone to your zone the target points to. Sorry for the visuals if it's blurry. In face down defense position, you can only use one World Legacy's Mind Meld effect per turn, and only once that turn. So imagine running 3 of this. Damn, like without even having to normal summon, you could just easily special summon. Sky Striker monster that I got, which I'm thinking about making the Sky Striker deck, is Sky Striker Ace Hayate. It requires one. Oh shit! It requires one Wind Sky Striker Ace, one non-Wind Sky Striker Ace monsters. You can only special summon one Sky Striker Ace Hiates once per turn. This card can attack directly after damage calculation. If this card battled, send one Sky Striker from your deck to the grave. So in a sense, that's like a Foolish Burial right there. No, sorry, that's a yeah, Foolish Burial. My bad. I was actually about to say Foolish Burial Goods. But seriously, that is an extremely good card. Like, I actually work your deck along with the Demise Ruin deck, and of course the Crusadia. Another deck. Now, first Goki I pulled was Goki Moon. So he is a warrior. So you can reveal this card from in your hand, then target one Goki monster you control except Goki Moonsault. Special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, return that monster to the hand. You can target one Goki Link monster in your graveyard, return it to the edge deck, then you can add one Goki monster from your graveyard to your hand. You can only use this effect of Goki Moonsault once per turn. It is such a crazy effect. Like, you won't even have to normal summon him in order to get him out. you could just easily special summon him, and not only that, but you can easily add a monster that you need from your graveyard back to your hand, which is even better. Like, can you? I cannot even begin to like say how badass that is. Next, we have a level which is Goki. Just look at him all smug. Sorry. Okay, so if you control no monsters, you can reveal this card in your hand. Then target one Goki Link monster in your graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. Then special summon the target, but it loses 500 attack. You can only use this effect of Goki Ring Trainer once per turn. While you control a Goki Link monster, not be destroyed. That is extremely crazy. So, in a sense, you can target a Goki Link monster in your graveyard, then special summon this monster in defense, then by its effect special summon that Goki Link monster, and then right then and there you have the opportunity to protect this monster by from battle because you control a Goki Link. Yeah, that is crazy. Another reason why if a Link monster was Link summoned this turn, you okay was Link's if a Link monster was Link summoned using this card as material is destroyed by an opponent's card effect. While this card is in the graveyard, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card. You can only use this effect of Restoration Guard, Point Guard per turn, once per turn. So that is extremely great. Like it helps you get your this Link monster back on the field. Of course, it's Link 2, and not only that, but it also helps protect your other all it protects itself when your opponent links, and then when you link. So like honestly, your opponent's gonna have one hell of a hard time getting over this card if he cannot destroy by battle. Next, we have Cyber Switch. Crazy. Requires two Cybers monsters. If a monster is special summoned to a zone this card points to, except during the damage step, you can banish one spell card from your graveyard, add one Cyber's Ritual monster, and one Cynet Ritual from your deck to your hand during your main phase. If this co- if this effect was activated this turn, you can target one level 4 or lower Cyberse monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. You can only use each effect of Cyberse. I'm seriously trying to get into ritual decks. I'm going to be making two different three different make the make Cyberse the where are you? The demise Armageddon or Cyber Angel. I Their ritual monster with Cynet Ritual. At the start of the damage step, if this card attacks a monster, you to the hand. This card special summon one level 5 or higher hand or deck. Not activate its effects. You can only use this each effect of Paladin the Storm Dragon Paladin of Stern. That is extremely good, even being for level 4 monster. And wow, is that guy seriously right? Firewall Dragon? Like, look at that. That is so crazy. I did not see that when I first pulled it. In his writing, I can't believe the Paladin is writing Firewall Dragon. That is crazy. That damn. And then, of course, going into staple cards that I pulled Ballista Squad, which this card allows you to target one monster your opponent controls. What tribute you can tribute one monster, then target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. So you have a useless monster on your field, tribute that monster, and then you get to destroy your opponent's monster. Which, hey, works in every possible way. The shield. Let it zoom. Let it focus in. Is it? No, that's not focusing. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So when a card or effect is activated that would destroy a monster on the field, except during the damage step, target one link monster in on each field. Negate the effects of your opponent's targeted monster, and if you do, equip this card to that targeted monster. The equipped monster cannot be destroyed by card effects. So I don't even see the point of this. Like I seriously don't see it. So you're down below for any pendulum deck we run. Of course, we have perform a pal Hans Samarager, or I don't even know how to say that. Of course, it is a Beast Warrior. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can add one level 5 or higher Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect of perform a power hands major per turn, once per turn. So in a sense, I see this as a side deck option. I'm remaining it in my Abyss Actors at the moment. But this card is extremely good for bringing out other monsters, and for adding monsters that you are unable to search out. So that's extremely good right there. And of course, the last card I pulled was Solitary Sword of Poison. Damn. Now get this. Equipped only to a monster you control. If the equipped monster battles an opponent's monster, the equipped monster's original attack and defense is doubled during damage calculation only. If you control a monster other than the equipped monster, send this card to the graveyard. You can only control one solitary sword of poison. So, in a sense, if you control more than one monster, this card gets sent to the big shout out to the edition booster box proxy, but I'm still gonna use the proxy either way for now. Also, if you haven't already done so, I ask that you please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified of every video I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.